City News is brought to you by East Brewster Lawyers Rotorua, celebrating 100 years of legal excellence and innovation.
Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News. A new initiative to help address education issues in Rotorua has been announced by the Education Minister, Hekia Parata. Locals are invited along to TV1's live broadcast from the museum tomorrow morning. And Orotowiti beat rivals Whakarewarewa to recapture the Tai Mitchell Shield. A new initiative to address education issues in Rotorua was announced by Education Minister Hekia Parata at Mokuia Intermediate on Friday. The Rotorua Education Initiative will see a group set up that have been appointed by local principals and community leaders to consult with schools and community about education issues. Ms Parata says the ministry wants to work closely with parents as well as to raise children's education levels.
The it that I think will work here will be particular to Rotorua. That's the whole point, is to recognise that every community has some similarities, but they also have a really distinctive identity, and we want to give voice to that, or at least facilitate the community giving voice to that. So very keen to have government support, but for it to be driven by communities, and then to see how this takes off, because we'd like to be able to do this around the country, not in exactly the same way, because every community is different, but here in Rotorua, the Rotorua way.
Rotorua MP Todd McClay says the initiative is a way of ensuring the community has a voice in what needs to be done to improve our children's education.
I said to the Minister 18 months ago, we need to find a way to include my community much more in the decisions that we make around younger people. And so the announcement today is our chance in Rotorua to do more for our community, because after all, it's a community's job to raise a child and educate a child just as much as it is the teachers.
A 26-year-old local man has been remanded into police custody after appearing in the Rotorua District Court today on kidnapping charges. The charges relate to the critical injuries received by a 37-year-old local woman who, after trying to escape from the boot of a car, was tangled and dragged behind the car along State Highway 1 at Litchfield on Saturday. The woman is in intensive care at Waikato Hospital. Detective Senior Sergeant Greg Turner says the police inquiry was focused on how the woman came to be in the boot of the car. Detective Senior Sergeant Turner says police have had excellent cooperation from a number of witnesses. He says anyone with any information about the case is urged to contact police. Rotorua Museum will be the host location for TV1 Breakfast Live tomorrow. Breakfast weatherman Sam Wallace will be doing live crosses during the show, which will be filmed between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. outside the front of the museum. Locals are invited to attend and watch the show, which will include performances from a range of talented New Zealanders. The Breakfast Live show is part of the Toyota Talent Tour in promotion of TV1's upcoming New Zealand's Got Talent show. In sport tonight, the Chiefs are at the top of the Super 15 rugby table with 52 points. The rise to the top of the overall standings came after their 28-19 point win over the Crusaders on Friday night.
Kane gets it away to Bulu, to Cruden, holds it up,
22,000 rugby fans packed Waikato Stadium to watch the game, which many considered to be a match-up worthy of a final. Chiefs coach Dave Rennie says he was wrapped with the win.
Yeah, and it was a hell of an effort. We were under the pump for a big chunk of that second half, and we always felt if we could hang on down there and get up the other end that we could finish over the top, but we were really wrapped, so it was a hell of a courageous effort.
The Chiefs have a bye this week, then the Super 15 takes a break to allow players to attend to international rugby duties. On the local scene, Rotowiti defeated rivals Whakarewarewa on Saturday to recapture the Ty Mitchell Shield. The 17-3 win by Rotowiti also sees them move up the 8th place on the Baywide Premier Rugby competition ladder. Whakarewarewa are in 5th place. Rotowiti coach Kevin Lee is reported as saying his side was fortunate to walk away with the win, and it was nice to know they would hold onto the shield until at least next year. To your weather update now. Tonight, showers with westerlies and an overnight low of 4. Tomorrow for Tuesday, showers clearing in the afternoon with a strong cold southwest, a high of 9 and a low of 2. And the outlook for Wednesday, fine southwesterlies easing, a high of 11 and a chilly low of 0. To the marine weather forecast for Lake Rotorua, southwest 15 knots rising to 20 knots, gusting at 30 knots in the early afternoon, then easing to 15 knots at night. With waves up to ½ metre, fine spells, a few showers during the morning and the afternoon. Remember, for program listings or to upload your videos, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz, or you can look us up on Facebook. Coming up after the break, Alan Solomon talks with new airport CEO Alistair Rhodes. We find out about an Alzheimer's Society fundraiser this Queen's birthday weekend, and I meet some of the dancers from the Moscow Ballet.